Hello, everyone. I am Ivan. Today I am going to talk about the reflective of creative and critical thinking. Now, I will talk the critical think first, and then it is creative thinking. Let's talk about the mind map. There are two big topics, creative and critical thinking, and 4 subtopics. First one is creative thinking techniques, such as 6 thinking hats, mind maps, heuristic of creative thinking, lateral thinking techniques, brainstorming and scamper. The second one is advantages, such as unrealistic, skyrocketing as well as no rules and limitations. The third one is kinds, such as politics, daily life, nursing career and social networks. Another one is type, such as group project, working in relationship. For the critical thinking, after taking this course, I have learned how to develop and use my critical thinking. I will have many more group projects in the remaining study. Often I need to search materials in the internet. Critical thinking helps me to judge what article is correct and useful. Also, this course will benefit to my nursing career. Since there will be new diseases, new treatments and new nursing procedures, a nurse should be able to read from different channels to absorb new knowledge. However, not all materials are correct. So a nurse should be able to think critically and independently. Also, in my daily life, when I need to communicate with friends and family, there will be chances that I need to use my critical thinking to solve their problems. Also, I still can to provide suitable, rationality and logical recommendation to family and friends. For the Hong Kong politics, since June 2019, there are 2 main political camps, pro-Beijing camp and pro-democracy camp. Even since then, articles and propagandas from 2 sides have flooded the internet. As one of the Hong Kongers, it has been my main concern when I browse social media such as Facebook and Twitter every day. However, it always occurred to me that I was not sure if the article was correct. There are so many uncertainties and opinions on the event happened in Yuen Long Station in July 21, 2019. There have been rumors about the deaths in Prince Edward in August 31, 2019. Needless to say, the bodies found almost every day and everywhere in Hong Kong, where the police claim that they are all not suspicious. There are so many suspicious pieces of news every day. No matter I like it or not, I was always wondering if it was false news. Fact check becomes more important. However, without the correct method, it was difficult for me to distinguish it was false news or it was just propaganda from Beijing. What I have learned from this course has taught me how to think critically, being negative and fault-finding. Also, I learned what practical inconsistency is by watching some of the pro-Beijing members of Legislative Council, such as the AB. One typical example is that they often objected and blamed the pro-democracy members for filibustering in the Legislative Council meetings. However, some members of DAB had also filibustered while the Legislative Council was investigating the Uyghur event about CY Loon. Another example is many Hong Kong citizens criticized how slow the Hong Kong government responded to COVID-19. There are still many people support the government. For the creative thinking, I have learned the following creative thinking techniques, 6 thinking hats, mind maps, heuristic of creative thinking, lateral thinking techniques, brainstorming and scamper. I think creative thinking is a bit simpler than critical thinking. Critical thinking requires me to think independently, multi-angle, logically to understand and think. But creative thinking enables me to use different techniques to design new and interesting tools and items without any limitations. In my group project, we need to design the renovation and decoration of the wards and hospital facilities in pediatric department in a hospital. We applied different techniques when preparing the group project. The group members held a meeting and brainstormed. Although it turned out that many ideas were just jokes or unrealistic, some of the ideas were useful. I had never thought a pediatric ward could be designed in another way. Also, I did not know how to organize the ideas we came up with. By using a mind map, we have found a way to organize the ideas and somehow synthesized our ideas together and came up with some new ideas. Also, after taking the student nurse course, I have unintentionally built up some predefined images on how a ward or a hospital should look like, because we were told that it is the modern design that fits our society, the moral standard, the hygiene, and the atmosphere. However, I found that this is the barrier that blocked me from imagination. I have thought of having lots of stuffed toys in a pediatric ward, because many children love toys and cute things. But there are always lots of dust and virus buried in the fluffy toy. It does not mean my idea of having stuffed toys will not be practical. It may be because current technology failed to produce clean and virus-free stuffed toys. So I know if one day someone can design stuffed toys that are safe in a ward, my idea will come true. Having dismissed many brilliant, but useless, ideas, our group had decided to build a holographic display wall in a ward. The ever-changing images and sound could draw attentions from the children and also reduce sense of insecurity of the children. This is because currently in most of the wards, the colors of the walls are either white or some other plain light colors. The design may be due to emotional reasons or hygiene reasons, but the relatively cold color also gave patients impression that it is cold and separated. Having some other attractions, such as a holographic display wall, would help children building bonds to the ward, so that they would feel less scared in the ward for nursing procedures or medical treatments. That's the end. Thank you for your watching. Goodbye.